Well, we continue today our look at the books of wisdom, which we're hearing from all of this week and into next week. And the books of wisdom have this sort of basic premise that if I follow God's commandments and seek the good of others, good will come to me. If I ignore God's commandments and seek my own interests, bad will come to me. We see this sort of simplistic understanding get stretched today and beginning to sort of dissemble with the reading from Ecclesiastes. Eccl, the writer of this first reading, says, look, I'm doing everything I should. I'm doing the good things, but good isn't coming to me. To quote Clark Griswold from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, worse? How can things get any worse? Haven't we all felt at different points in our life where we're doing the right things, we're doing what we should, but it's not helping? Maybe our prayers aren't getting answered, or the medicine that's supposed to be helping us isn't improving our situation, or our attempts at being good parents seems to be pushing our kids away, or our attempts at better communication with our spouse seem to end in more fights. I think we can all, at different points in our life, relate to what Coelt is experiencing. I'm doing all the right things, I'm doing what I should, but instead it seems like I'm getting pushed away. It's not working. What's the point? And Coel concludes, there is no point. There is no point to all of these attempts. That's a pretty dire way of looking at the world. And if we look at our psalm today, he starts out with the same premise. What's the point? It seems like life comes and goes, and someone is born, someone dies, and they return to dust, and their memory is forgotten. But he ends differently. He says, Lord, teach us to number our ways. Help us to remember your kindness and your mercy toward us. Fill us every day with your kindness, that we may be filled with joy. The writer of the psalm says, look, there are times when it seems challenging and it seems impossible and it seems like God has abandoned us. But let's not forget that God can still be teaching us, that there's still more to learn, that God is still good. It's a great reminder for us that in the midst of our own difficulties and our pain, that Christ has been there. Instead of asking, what's the point? Maybe we can ask instead, God, what are you teaching me through this?